d'être encore une fois présent et de donner beaucoup de votre temps pour ce sport qui, cette année, en France, eh bien, par rapport au Covid, vous savez que beaucoup de fédérations de sport ont perdu un nombre de licenciés incroyable.
Yes, hello and welcome to Sud de France Archery Nimes 2023, part of the World Archery Indoor World Series. Yes, thank you for joining us. We have 8 matches coming up in the session in the seniors, and looking forward to bringing all the action to you right throughout the next 2.5 hours. Glenn Lava's my name. Thank you for joining us, and with us on the call is John Knott, Great Britain coach, team manager, of course. John, lovely to have you with us, and boy, we've got some hot action coming up in this session.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible to be back in here at Nimes at full strength. This is the arena in archery. It's a packed house. There's about 3,000 spectators in there. They've got high expectations, and they're going to make a lot of noise and make the atmosphere electric for us this afternoon.
We've got 8 matches coming up in this session, and we have 4 matches in compound, 4 in recurve, and there's going to be some very, very good talent on display as we're not too far away from starting our first match. We're going to start it off with the women's bronze medal compound, followed by the gold medal match, and then stay with the women, but move to recurve for ending this session with the 4 men's matches. So really is going to be some hot talent on display in Nimes 2023. And yes, not a spare seat to be had as we welcome the 2 archers for our first match, coming out to compete for the bronze medal in the compound is Ella Gibson from Great Britain and Tanya Galantine of Denmark. Gibson, the #1 ranked archer in compound in the world right now. Got there in July last year. It was the first time she hit #1. So Ella Gibson, the 22-year-old. Tanya Galantine from Denmark, a former world #1. Got there in June 2021, currently ranked 5. So we have 2 of the world's best going at it for a bronze medal, both beaten in their semi-finals. And you know Ella Gibson well, John. I guess she wouldn't have never happy to lose, but I guess she'll be fired up to get this one over the line.
Yeah, people would have expected this to be the gold medal match. I know that sounds mean against the girls to beat, but you know, archery is a game of millimeters, and that's what it came down to yesterday. Both losing very high standard semi-finals. Ella and Tanya, they've had a lot of very top-end matches against each other. I don't know who's won the most between them, but Tanya's one of the absolute best indoors. So yeah, it's going to be an incredible match. We've got one of the best matches of the day, probably.
Yes, Galantine is a multiple winner indoors. She has won World Indoor Championships and teams competition, World Cup finals, other events as well. Gibson, though, of course, has such a good record too, despite being 22 years of age. So here we go, Gibson against Galantine for the bronze medal in the women's compound. Galantine starts off with a 10.
Tanya is dialed in there.
A long hold for Galantine there, but she's got the experience and the patience to deal with it. That target is only 18 meters away, but the target face is tiny. That 10 ring just 2 centimeters in diameter. It's barely bigger than the thickness of the arrow itself. Galantine with
Very
her
quick
first.
shot there, Tanya.
Yeah, arrow outside of the 10 there. Complete contrast to that second arrow, wasn't it, that release? So Gibson can take a 1-point lead after the first end, and there it is, 3 10s in a row for the British archer.
You can see the quality of these two. They both look very comfortable out there in this arena. They're both so used to these kind of arenas. Every important world indoors tournament this winter that they've attended, they've both been on the podium at every event they've attended. So this is going to be the first time that one of them won't have appeared on a podium this season.
Gibson has been in pretty decent form too. 150 she scored, perfect score in her round of 116 elimination, then dropped a point in a 1-8, then dropped another point in the quarterfinal when she beat the Italian Elisa Rona in a shoot-off, and then dropped another point again in the semi-final. So 150, 149, 148, 147. She'll be hoping to stop that trend here.
Absolutely,
in this bronze medal match, and she's made an excellent start. As we see Galantine get the second end underway, she trails by 1, 30 to 29.
First loose arrow there for Ella.
Yeah, just evens the ledger. Galantine with the perfect 30 in that end. There's Gibson just grabbing the top line. So we're dead even after the first 2 ends now, with both archers just dropping a single point.
Martin Damsbo there with Tanya Galantine, one of the best archers he's ever been in the game of compound, and he's mentored so many great people behind him from Denmark.
Galantine has been there or thereabouts for a long time now. Started to enjoy success back in 2015 at World Youth Championships, former World Youth Champion, and moved nicely into the senior ranks, as Gibson has done too. So third end, and here we go. It's 59 apiece. Galantine again to go first.
Perfect.
Dead centre from
again.
Gibson.
Yeah.
Yep,
The level
outstanding.
here. Yeah.
Well, this is a big chance for Gibson. Might only be a 1-point match. Who knows? takes that opportunity.
As I said earlier, everyone in that room would be very, like, no disrespect to the girls in the gold, everyone would have expected this to be the gold medal match. But, you know, it's such a small margin in this game. It comes down to the smallest of line calls sometimes.
Indeed. Galantine didn't go so well in her semi. She was beaten by Lisel Yatma of Estonia, two-time champion here. 146 to 142, John. I mean, 142, not a score that Galantine is known for.
No, absolutely not. Wasn't quite on her game yesterday. Bottom half of the draw, there were some real surprises through the matches. Like Ella had a horrendous match with Elisa Rona in the quarterfinal. And Elisa Rona's been shooting some of the highest scores in the world this season. So that's not a match that you want to meet in the quarterfinal. And 148 tie, I think it was, and they 10 and a 9 in the shoot-off. The level is incredible now.
Yeah, and the level is incredible in this match too, with Gibson just dropping the single point so far, and Galantine just two ends to come.
Tanya normally shoots a bit quicker than that. It's a bit long, a bit shaky. I think that's just out.
Yeah. Yeah, looked like a 9, didn't it? Left arm just looking a little unsteady.
That was a good one.
Galantine responds with a maximum score. And now Gibson needs a 10 to lock it up. Which she's achieved. So there we are. 118 piece with 3 arrows left in the match.
I wish Ella would give her sight a couple of clicks up. They're all just on the high side of the 10.
Well, so much sport at this level is mental and in your head, John, and now it's another, and these two have been here many, many times before. They've just got to keep going through their routine and banging in those 10s. There's just no other, nothing left for them to do, really.
No. What a great match.
So 118 apiece. Both archers have just dropped the 2 points, and we have 3 arrows left. The final end coming up. Who's going to get the bronze medal here in Nimes? Gibson or Galantine? So once again, it'll be Galantine to go first. And what has effectively become a 3-arrow match.
It's the start she wanted.
Dead center again. Brilliant.
Dead center.
Yeah, a replica, wasn't it? So 2 arrows left now. Oh, Gibson's gone low there. That means Tanya Galantine can win the match right here with another 10. Long hold, but she's nailed it. Well, that's the difference between winning and losing there, John. Just one slight error from Gibson, and that was it.
Millimetres, as we said at the start of the match.
Well, a great match, but Tanya Galantine from Denmark has got the bronze medal, 148 to 147. Just a single point in it. 148 matches, her previous best at this tournament. That's the 3rd time she's achieved that score in the last 2 days. Tanya Galantine gets the bronze medal. Another medal for her in international indoor archery.
That was an absolutely fantastic match, and I hope that set us up for the next 7 to follow.
Well, it'll be a lot of heart-stopping action if that's the case, and the spectators in here at Nimes are going to get their money's worth if we get matches like that for the rest of the session. Well done to Tanya Galantine. We're going to see her husband in action a little bit later, Brian. And he goes for a medal as well a little bit later on in the session. Don't forget we have the women's recurve to follow our next match, which is the gold medal compound match. But boy, there were some highlights in this one between Galantine and Gibson. Fantastic standard of archery from both of them. It's the arrow that cost Gibson. Really, there was very little between those two archers. And it turned out it was just a single point. The time now for the gold medal match in the women's compound here at Nimes for 2023. Andrea Munoz of Spain, the 20-year-old giant killer. There she is. Beat Ella Gibson, the world #1 in the semi-finals, and Lisel Yatma from Estonia, the 2-time champion here, is back in another final. Very experienced archer now for being just 23 years of age. But how about Andrea Munoz, John? Beat Gibson, as I touched on, beat Paige Pierce, of course, the #1 seed, and one of the world's best as well in the previous round. What a end to the first day of action for her.
She beat 2 of the top 3 in the world to get here. She had the day of her life yesterday. I don't know if she realised quite what she was doing, but wow, she had some real wins, didn't she? What a day. And she's meeting the highly experienced Lisel Yatma in this final. It doesn't get any easier for her now. Lisel knows how to win this event, as she's shown before. So again, Munoz with another mountain to climb.
Absolutely. She beat Paige Pierce in a shoot-off in that quarter-final, closest to the centre, with both archers getting 10s, and beat Gibson 149 to 147, so only dropped the 1 point in the match. She also got a perfect score back in her 1/8 elimination, so she was in fantastic form yesterday as we get this gold medal match underway now with Munoz to go first. Just 20 years of age. Current world ranking at the moment of 24. Yatma has a world ranking of 8, has been as high as 5. Oh, neither of these two archers flinching at the moment. I spoke too soon. So Yatman now for a 1-point lead. Yes, indeed. She might have just missed that, John.
I agree. Interestingly, most of them do seem to miss to the left, I have noticed, particularly on that third face.
Well, that last arrow being forensically examined now. Has it minutely touched the line? If it has, then Yatma will take a 1-point lead. And who knows, that point may be hugely valuable. So at the moment, it looks like a tied scoreline. Munoz over there really enjoying herself. So we are locked up at 29 apiece. It's all confirmed now in this gold medal match in the compound here at Nimes 2023. Oh, Yatma won't be happy. That's back-to-back 9s now for her.
She needed that.
Yeah, squeezed the match up again. So we have a tied match. Nothing in it between these two. Pretty much going arrow for arrow at the moment. Yatma and Munoz. Well, similar pattern to the previous match too, John. Feels like this one's going to be very, very tight.
Feels a lot more tense than the previous match. They're a bit slower shooters, and Lizelle has many medals, as we know. But like, Munoz is massively kind of above her normal level in this event, and that like adds a little more pressure. Like Vilazelle will expect to beat her as well, and that makes it even harder.
Yeah, Munoz is a former winner on the European Youth Cup circuit. So doesn't have the, mind you, she is younger, she's 3 years younger, so just coming more into the international senior ranks now. A big opportunity for her. Well, that opens the door for Japma. That's what both archers have done so well so far. It's bounced back from their 9s. Banging in 10 straight after. Oh, that one could be critical.
This could really give Lazelle a little bit of space and really be important. There we go.
There she has. That's a big end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2-point swing there in favour of the Estonian. And a great time, too, to get the perfect 30.
Yeah. Munoz made a mistake, and Lazelle punished her both times. And that, it raises your confidence. And when you've got that 2-point lead, you feel that you do have a slight buffer or a small error. But, you know, when it's 1 point, you're never really comfortable in the lead. You're just maintaining it.
Japma's won 3 times on the World Indoor Series before, twice here before. Pretty amazing for her to go and win a 3rd title here too, John, given the standard and quality of the opponents, particularly in this year's event, right?
Absolutely, yeah. But Lazelle is number 8 in the world for a reason. She's been in many medal sessions this last 12 months. So, you know, just because she's ranked a few spaces lower, don't count her down. Highly experienced athlete.
And hungry and motivated, as you could see by that exchange with their coach there. So 4th end of 5. It's Japma up by 2 points, 88 to 86. Andrea Munoz to go first. She dearly love a lot of 10s now. She missed again. That's interesting too, John. Now it's just 110 in her last 4.
Yeah, I wonder if the occasion's starting to get to her, but will Lazelle keep hurting her for the mistakes as well? Yep, there you look at that. Every mistake is getting punished.
Yeah, rock solid from Japma. That's her 6th 10 in a row now.
Better.
Munoz comes back with a fine arrow, but Japma for a 3-point lead. Oh, just low.
Maybe not.
So it's going to stay 2. Still a healthy 2-point margin, but Japma will be slightly disappointed that she didn't nail that last 10.
Yeah, I think she was just thought about that one. Going into the last three with a 3-point lead is beyond comfortable. But, you know, at the worst, she's going to still be 2 points up with 3 to shoot. Munoz has to shoot 3-10s to have any chance. But I just felt on that first hour of this end that the occasion was slightly getting to her a bit.
Yeah, that third end where she scored just 28 ended up being a critical one, particularly Yatma here getting 30 in that end. So Yatma now knows she's just 3 good arrows away from her 3rd title in Nimes. Munoz can't let the scoreboard get to her. Got to feel nice and secure and comfortable on the shooting line. But yes, nothing less than the maximum score of 30 in this end. The final end of this match for Munoz is required.
What she needed. Pass with the bronze medal level and Yatma's gold medal winning performance.
Yatma held her composure really well. And won that match by 147 to 143, so she wins Sud de France 2023. We stay with women's action in just a moment. We are going to have recurve matches for you. Bronze medal between Penny Healy of Great Britain and Michelle Kroppen of Germany. And that's going to be followed by the gold medal match between Katharina Bauer of Germany and Tatiana Andrioli of Italy.
On va bien sûr maintenant vous emmener sur la catégorie Recurve Woman pour la médaille de bronze. Et on va demander bien sûr au coach et à l'arbitre de la rencontre de bien vouloir nous rejoindre avec les applaudissements du public. Allez, c'est parti.
Well, we hope you're enjoying the coverage of the Sud de France Nimes Archery Tournament 2023. Now come the coaches. Bryony Pittman for Great Britain is there, supporting her teammate Penny Healy. As we welcome the 2 archers to compete for the bronze medal in the women's recurve. Penny Healy and Michelle Kroppen of Germany. Also an Olympic medalist from Tokyo, but Penny Healy, the 17-year-old archer on the rise, no doubt about that. Lost her semi-final to Katharina Bauer of Germany in a shoot-off, so came within a whisker of getting in the gold medal match. Here's Michelle Kroppen, the 26-year-old from Germany, bronze medalist at the Tokyo Olympic Games in the teams event. She lost to Tatiana Andrioli in her semi 7-3. Some good wins up until her loss. Pretty comfortable wins too, including win over Chiara Rabaliati of Italy, another Tokyo Olympian. Tell us about Penny Healy for those not who are not known or familiar with her, John, I mean, you know her. It's obviously hugely promising.
Yeah, Penny was one of the breakthrough athletes on the circuit last year. Obviously winning the World Indoor Series in Vegas. You know, beating Katie Kofold in that final was incredible. She made a Final Four in the Paris World Cup as well. And I think she shot nearly all the world junior records now as well, including the 593 for this round the other week.
Yeah, that's incredible score. So here we go. It's for bronze medal in the women's recurve. Penny Healy against Michelle Croppen. Healy to go first. Healy was actually the top qualifier as well. 587 she scored, 47 10s in there. Croppen was third in the qualification round 2 here. So very high ranking for her too. So it should be a terrific contest, this one.
9.
All square.
Great last arrow from Healy. So that means Croppen needs a 10 just to match her and share the set points. But she's done. That's a good pressure arrow there from the German.
Yeah, Michelle Croppen is so hugely experienced in these situations. She is absolutely, you know, no stranger to shooting in finals, shot in the biggest finals of them all, obviously in the Olympic Games. So Penny flourishes off this kind of situation as well. She wants to be out there performing in front of people. So we could have another real tasty match here.
We could do. Yeah, Croppen, just about the only major event she's never medalled in is the World Championships. She's medalled in virtually everything else. Well, everything else she's medalled in. Of course, Healy has got time on her side. So has already achieved so much at her age. So a terrific match in prospect here. 29 points each in that first set. As we go to the second set.
They're not just 10s, they're on the cross, those shots from Penny.
You think they should be bonus points there? What do you reckon, John?
I do, I agree.
Give them an 11. They take out the spider.
The compounds would never dream of doing that with those arrows.
Exactly.
There you go again.
That one did. Beautiful arrows there from Healy.
I think Croppen's first arrow was low.
I agree.
9.
So Healy with a big chance here in the second set.
10.
Yes, a perfect set there for Penny Healy. Great archery. So Croppen's standards just ever so slightly dipping, and Healy's standards ever so slightly rising in that set. Means we're going to have a set score of 3-1. in favour of the British archer.
And Penny's got world number 2 recurve archer Bryony Pittman stood there as a coach as well today. So
yeah, they clearly get along too, which is cool.
Yeah, exciting team from Great Britain this year around the world.
Yeah, Bryony Pittman competing here too. She was beaten in the quarterfinals by Tatiana Andrioli, who we will be seeing in the next match, the gold medal match.
10.
That's what she needed. Amazing.
Yeah, that's 5 10s in a row for Healy.
This is only the bronze medal match. I've just got to remind myself again, this is the bronze medal match. The standard is phenomenal.
So this set hangs in the balance. Great arrow from Croppen. Means she's going to, at worst, share the set. She won't win it.
There we go.
No. She looks so determined on the shooting line, Penny Healy, doesn't she?
She does, yeah. She's super. She's a bundle of fun and laughs when she's not on that line. She stands on that line and she turns into one of the most fierce, competitive people you will ever meet, and she is so driven. Yeah. Sneaks back into the training centre at night to do extra practice when she's not meant to.
Really?
Yeah.
What, you caught her on security cameras or something?
Yeah, I think the cleaners stopped her in, I think. All right, let's go to bed.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Have a rest, but she goes back to practice extra at night.
How good is that? Wow, it's going to be exciting to see her progress. You know, Paris 2024, middle of next year, is could be coming up at just the perfect time for someone like Penny Healy.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, we have this match here, and it's 4 set points to 2 now. So Croppen's still in there. Hasn't won a set yet, but she's tied 2. She's a tough competitor.
10.
Now a little in for Croppen. Just missing.
First signs of frustration from Croppen there with herself. She's like, she knew what a chance she had there to square it up already. Oh.
Croppen can take the set here with a 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
All square.
1 set left. Quite know what happened. Healy looked a little mystified with that second arrow, didn't she?
Yeah, wasn't expecting that.
Well, regardless of what happened to that second arrow for Healy.
That's the big difference between the recurve matches and the compound matches, though. You shoot an end like that as a compound, out of it. As a recurve, it's one set, and you can walk back and shoot 3 10s, and it's like that never happened.
That's right. Croppen's been solid. Look at this. Yeah, it's another one-set match, absolutely. Yeah, Croppen, 29. She's had 29 in 3 of the 4 sets.
Yeah.
Just dropping her standards just ever so slightly in that set, but now forget about it, move on.
I think going to go back to the original shooting order, so Healy will get to shoot first now.
So a 1-set match now to decide the bronze medal in the recurve competition here at Sud de France, Nimes. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. It's the 3rd of 8 matches, and all 3 have been terrifically competitive so far. Let's grab the 10 line. Good start for this in this final set for Healy.
Nice attacking shot. She's found the middle again.
9.
This is very impressive by the 17-year-old. Croppen needs a 10 now.
Yep.
Yes,
got it
at the line. But Penny Healy gets a 10 here. It's a bronze medal here in Nimes for her.
Oh.
A bit of time pressure with the clock ticking down to 0 there. Now
Well,
Croppen to send it to a shoot-off. Needs a 10. Anything less, it'll be Healy.
No.
And it's a 9, so Healy's got it.
Oh.
Well, that's hard luck for Michelle Croppen of Germany. She just missed out by a single point on that last set. Sent it to a shoot-off. So Penny Healy is going to get the bronze medal here in Nimes. Very good set at the end of that match, 29. She a little wayward there in that 4th set, but she righted the ship enough to get the bronze medal here in Nimes.
Huge win there for Penny Healy, because obviously Croppen is a real top 10 competitor, and Penny's making her name more, and getting back on that podium again is huge for her.
29-28, that confirmed final set score, and Healy wins it by 5 set points to 3.
Allez, applaudissements pour la médaille de bronze.
Get my scoring correct, 6 set points to 4 was actually the correct set score there for Penny Healy. A really terrific match. Michelle Croppen coming within a whisker of a winning, just coming up short. And Penny Healy doing enough. It's going to be interesting to watch her progress over the next 18 months. Penny Healy gets the bronze medal. As we stand by now for our last match in the women's competition here in Nimes. And we have the gold medal match coming right now. Out comes Caterina Bauer of Germany and Tatiana Andrioli of Italy. Bauer on the right, and there's Andrioli. Andreoli, a 24-year-old from Torino and a Tokyo Olympian as well. Katharina Bauer currently 4th in the world rankings. Andreoli 14. So Bauer got through to this final, beating Petty Healy in a shoot-off in the semis. In fact, there's an interesting path to a final here, John. Bauer needed a shoot-off in the 1-8 eliminations against Lisa Babelin, won that. Needed a shoot-off in her quarterfinal against Canales of Spain, won that, and needed a shoot-off in the semi. So 3 of her 4 wins here have all been in shoot-offs. Katharina Bauer, incredible effort to get through by the skin of her teeth in all 3 matches, whereas Andreoli's been more decisive. Beaten Croppin 7-3. Prior to that, Pittman 6-2. Caroline Lopez 6-0. And then another athlete from France 7-3. So Andreoli's been in very good form. But Bauer, props to her to getting into the final. Great effort.
Yeah, Bauer had a huge breakthrough year last year internationally, moving into the German main team all the time. Adrioli being super experienced, was top junior in the world for years, so she's very used to winning. She's very used to these arenas. Bauer still looking for her first real big win, but she is world class.
Yeah, she rocketed up the world rankings last year, got up to number 2 at one point in August. Just dropping a couple of spots now. It's a Bauer, their last arrow here of the first set. They can lock on a score of 28, which means Andreoli with a 9 or a 10 will take the 2 set points.
10.
Andreoli, wow, what a start.
Super strong, super confident arrows there from Adrioli. Bauer looks like she's still finding her feet out there. But, as you said, in sets, you're not behind. You're only behind on sets, not on score. And 30 can change anything around in this game.
Andreoli's arguably greatest achievement, European Games gold medalist, 2019. Prior to that, she'd won the World Archery Youth Championships in the teams competition as well. Also had other success in teams competition in the World Cup as well. Indoors, she's got a fantastic record.
Yeah.
3-time European indoor champion, John.
Yes. World Junior Indoor Champion as well, I think.
Yes, indeed. Loves competing under a roof. Here's Andreoli. We just saw why with 3 10s. Here is Bauer. 2 set points to 0 down early in this gold medal match. It's a 10. No doubt about that one.
So Bauer's form, it's so crisp, it's so quick, it's so simple, it's just beautiful.
Wow, Andreoli, 5 from 5 so far. Wow, perfect set there from Bauer, and now just to share the set points, Andreoli needs another 10. Tell you what, I don't know what Tatiana Andreoli had for breakfast, but I want some.
Yeah, absolutely. What a show they're putting on. Maximum point draw there.
It's hard to believe that if some arguments say Andreoli just missed the 10 there with her last arrow and shared the set. or lost the set rather,
Yeah.
we'd be sitting at 2 set points each now, with Andrioli only dropping 1 point in the match so far. But she didn't. She hung tough. So far, Andrioli, 6 arrows, 6 tens. Bauer looks in. I like her body language here, John. She doesn't look bothered at all by what her opponent's achieving so far. She's just getting on with her own match, which is exactly what you need to do in archery.
Really is. You can only control your own. You can put pressure on your opponent, but you can only control your own.
The Bauer's just got to keep this going.
Nimes.
Nines are not good enough in this match right now.
Doesn't seem to be the case, does it? Oh, that's dead center. What an arrow there from Bauer. There are flames coming out of those arrows at the moment from Andrioli. So, for a 5-1 lead, Andrioli needs a 10. And she gets it again. Extraordinary archery. Wow.
9 for 9. Bauer shoots a 29, respectable shooting, and it doesn't even look like it was even made Andrioli sweat.
Well, Bauer herself's only dropped 1 point in the last 2 sets.
Yeah.
And has only got 1 set point to show for it, John. It's a brutal sport. Now, Andrioli within 3 arrows of perfect match in the biggest match of the tournament. So 4th set now. It's 5 set points to 1. Bauer now needs to win this and the next set to send it to a shoot-off.
That's the start.
Draw won't be enough. Absolutely.
Bauer could shoot 30 here and it's still not be enough. I think.
Might have just missed the line. What do you think, John?
I think it's just there. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I ran out of words and phrases for Andrioli.
Great shot.
Great last arrow from Bauer. Now, Andrioli to win the gold with a perfect scorecard.
Yep.
Yes!
Look at that. Wow.
Dreams do come true, John. Dreams
That's
do
incredible.
come true for Katiana Andrioli. What a performance. There's nothing you can do but say congratulations. That was an amazing performance. I don't think I've ever seen something like that in a match before.
Very, very few times, but that is absolutely outstanding. Thoroughly deserved. She looked so in control the whole way. She owned that.
Bauer shot brilliantly as well. And her 9 arrows. In fact, there were 12 in the match in all, wasn't there, from each archer now?
Yep.
Bauer shot 8 10s and 4 9s. And maybe even that second arrow was a 10 as well. So we're just waiting for that confirmed score. In fact, it did miss. Bauer's one did miss that second arrow. It was just a 9. But still, 8 10s from 12 arrows in another match might have been enough to win it. Who knows, John?
Normally, Bauer would not have been so blown off the path for that level of shooting. Absolutely, you know, shoot at 30 and a couple of 29s, you don't expect to be 7-1 down.
Well, just a breathtaking performance from Tatiana Andrioli.
Tatiana, congratulations. You just win the gold medal here in Nimes. How are you feeling?
I feel so good because in Nimes I won my first world championship in 2014, and last year I won the 3rd place. So now it's really good to come back with a gold.
And what a match! Only 10s. You opened the match with a perfect score and keep going. How did you do that?
Just focus on myself. I enter in the arena, just wanted to focus on myself and my head to prepare for the season that is coming, because we have the qualification for the Olympic Games, so this one is a perfect training for us.
And you just told us that you had the bronze medal indeed last time. Did you have the goal to go on the podium this year too?
Sorry again?
Was it your goal to come back to the podium, to have a medal again this year?
Yeah, it's so good because the last year I lost the semi-final with a little bit of I don't know how it's called in English. It's bit weather or something like that, like bitter. Yeah. So now it's really good to come back with a gold because I think that I keep going till the qualification to the matches. So now it's the cherry on the top of the cake.
Thank you very much and congratulations again.
Well, Andrioli, what a performance. 12 arrows in that match, 12 10s. Really want to say, a deserved winner of the gold medal in the women's recurve. And next up, we've got the men's coming up in just a moment. We're going to have the compound bronze medal match, then the gold medal match, followed by the 2 recurve matches for the medals. It's not too far away.
Men have got a tough act to follow after the women's matches.
Nimes. Merci les filles. Allez, on va passer au final suivant. Il s'agit du compound men, médaille de bronze. qui va opposer un représentant des États-Unis à un Estonien. Mais pour l'instant, accueillons ensemble les coachs et l'arbitre du match. Applaudissements, s'il vous plaît.
So to France, Nimes Archery Tournament 2023. Hope you're enjoying coverage. Part of the World Archery's Indoor World Series for this year. And now we move to men's competition. Super competitive compound discipline, where just the smallest of errors can result in big margins. And Braden Galantine of the US, and he comes. Robin Yatma of Estonia to compete for the bronze medal. Qualification, Robin Yatma just missed one arrow. 59 tenths from his 60 arrows. Qualified third. Brother of Lascelles, who we saw, of course, win the women's title shortly, or a short time ago. There's Braden Galantine. Not much more to say about him. What a legend he is in compound archery. Yatma's had scores in his matches so far of 150, a perfect score, 149, 149, 148. Lost to Chris Schaff, in fact 146 rather, in that last match. And Galantine, 149, 149, 148, and 147. Losing to Matthias Fullerton, Denmark, in that semi-final. So you're flipping your coin, John? You're not going to pick a winner?
I'm going to go Braden. Braden's won more medals in archery than anybody else alive, I believe. Yeah, he's won this title twice. Super experienced. He looks really calm out there. Yep, Yatma is a great young talent. He's coming through. He's got his own world medals, but I just think today Braden will have enough.
Yeah, Galantine currently ranked 7, but it has been as high, of course, as number 1. That was way back in 2007. Yatma is currently 8th in the world, has been as high as 6 middle of last year. So we've got two very good archers here. Yatma with a 9 to start with, and that is, with his first arrow, could be absolutely critical in this match. Well, now Galantine squeezed the ledger.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a tied score at the end of the first end.
Yatma looks really relaxed and calm out here. He's really enjoying the moment. I'm not sure if he's been out in this finals arena before as a youth archer, but obviously, you know, he's had a really long career as a youth archer. He's used to shooting in medal matches. Both him and his sister are really very competitive in this game. So, and Braden's just a legend in this sport.
Of course, Robin Yatma, younger brother of Lascelles. Lascelles 23, Robin 21. Crowd are loving all this archery today as we move into the men's competition. It's a terrific matches so far. No shoot-offs yet, though. Slightly surprising, perhaps, that we haven't had one in there just yet. Who knows? Maybe this one might go down that path.
Bit of a delay for some reason at the targets.
Yeah. We're all ready to go now. So 29 apiece after the first end.
Can't afford too many of those against a competitor like Galantine.
Oh, look at that. He's not happy with that. He knew he had an opportunity there. And he's let that one slip. Yatma's given him opportunities in the first two ends now, John, and Galantine hasn't taken the opportunity.
It's almost like we watched a replay of the first set.
That's right.
Same hole. Braden's arrow went exactly the same place, just above the 10 high on the number one face on the low left.
So we're looking at a 58 scoreline now for the Archers.
It is weird though when you're shooting in these matches one alternate arrow and you hear the commentator. You know, you can be on a run of 10s, 10, 10, 10, and your opponent shoots a 9 and you're obviously aware of it. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, now I must shoot a 10. And it's how you block out the numbers and how you just maintain your process of your shot controls everything. And if you start competing, it gets hard. You've got to just shoot your own 15 arrows and try and block everything out your opponent's doing.
Yeah, it sounds really easy doing that, but it isn't. So 58 each after the first two ends of this bronze medal match. We've got the gold medal match coming up straight after this, and then we'll have our two recurve medal matches.
Galantine looks frustrated though because he knows he's had opportunities presented to him and he's let himself down. I hope he can block that out because if he lets himself get frustrated, Yatma will clean up.
10.
We're going to have a hot scoring end at some point during this match, aren't we?
10.
Not sure.
Yatma gets that one right. Big arrow here for Galantine. Needs a 10. Well, he definitely missed that last one. Yeah. I think instincts. I think your instincts are right, John. That second arrow is almost also missed.
It's going to be really close.
Well, either way, Yatma's got an advantage going into this fourth end now. It could be. It's looking definitely 1 point, possibly 2.
There's a star on the scoreboard. They're looking at his second arrow.
Definitely know Yatma's got 88. Just waiting for that arrow of Gallantine's. Not happy with back-to-back
so
nines
angry with
potentially.
himself.
Yeah. Though it is a 2-point margin for Robin Yatma. No, in fact, it's a 1-point margin. Has just been changed, the score. So 88 to 87. Gallantine trails by 1.
That was better. And see his shots when he gets his 10s. There's a flow. They're just simple. There's no fight.
10.
It's 5 straight 10s now for Yatma. He's got a good roll on too.
10.
Braden's best shot of the match.
Not sure if that was a 10. We'll see.
Braden's first 30 of the match. Just at the right time for him as well. That's definitely a 29 for Yatma.
I agree. Which means we're locked up with 1 end left.
First time he looks a little bit tense now, doesn't he? It's amazing how it swings.
Yeah, definitely.
He's not sweating, but he looks a bit tense.
He does. Swinging on the inside.
Oh yeah. Good poker face.
Well, good comeback from Gallantine. Both archers now have 1 perfect score in the end.
Yatma will shoot first this time, which I think gives him a slight advantage.
So here we go, the final end of this bronze medal match. Scores are tied, 117 to Robin Yatma of Estonia, Braden Gallantine of the USA. Yatma to go first.
No.
Wow, you hear the reaction from the crowd too. Big miss there.
Ooh, that went in. Got away with one.
And he's not sure how he did it.
He needed that.
He did, but the match is on Yatma's bow now. A 10 here and it's done. Robin Yatma for the bronze medal.
Ooh,
There it is, a great finish for Robin Yatma of Estonia. And he's got the bronze medal here in Nimes in the compound. Gallantine's missed that last arrow anyway.
Yeah.
So not going to plan there for the American, but going sweet there for Robin Yatma of Estonia. He's won the match.
Yeah, that second arrow was telling for Yatma. It wasn't his cleanest shot. He caught the 10 line, and that was enough for him then.
Should be delighted with his effort. He's won at 147 to 145. The 21-year-old gets on the podium with his sister, of course, winning the gold medal in the women's compound, and now Robin gets the bronze in the men's. Great day, not only for Estonia, but the Yatma family, John.
Absolutely. Well, their mom is their coach, who was stood with them both. They got to pull each other's arrows in their winning matches, and absolutely incredible. You know, they don't get a lot of funding from the country. They have to pay for themselves to go everywhere, and the winning this weekend is huge for them.
Well done to Robin Yatma. Nerves of steel against one of the legends of the sport, but he held it together nicely, didn't he? And he ended, of course, with a perfect 30 in that last end. Not easy to do when a medal's on the line against one of the world's best at a high-pressure tournament like this one.
Galantine never really settled. He was getting angry with himself and frustrated, and you could see him building it up through the match. And Yatma remained calm, as we said, with that poker face, and fair play.
Well, time now for the gold medal match in the men's compound here at Sud de France 2023. Out come the two archers. Mathias Fullerton, 19-year-old from Denmark. World number 6 at the moment. Has been as high as number 2 in the world. And here's Chris Schaff of the United States. "30 years of age, 26 in the world at the moment. Has been as high as number 3 though. That was back in 2019. So just fallen down the rankings just a tad in the last 2 to 3 years. But he's been on some good form here. Won his a 1/16 elimination match in a shoot-off, dropping just 1 point against compatriot Nick Kappers. Then he shot the perfect 150 in the 1/8 eliminations, the perfect 150 in the quarterfinals, and just dropped 2 points in beating Robin Yatma of Estonia, 148 to 146. Fullerton, meantime, he shot a perfect 150 in his 1/16 elimination. 149, another 149, and a 148 against Dean Cousins in the quarterfinal. Won that in a shoot-off, 10-9. And then beat Galantine in the semis. So Fullerton's taken down some heavy hitters in the last 2 rounds, and here he is in the final. And that's why. Mathias Fullerton just 19. Yeah, huge match for him, going through his record.
Fullerton has had a lot of podium finishes in the last 2 years. He came out the back end of the pandemic super strong, obviously spent all his time practicing during the lockdowns, and had so many top 4s, but he's never managed to get the win he deserves.
Well, today could be the day for him. Just missing there. So Schaff with a 10 can get the match back to level, which he does. Well, he's got a pretty decent record behind him as well. Won Indoor World Series titles, Schaff. Indoor World Cup stages. Gold medalist at the World Archery Indoor Championships in teams events.
Yep.
And outdoors as well. So Chris Schaff is certainly achieved many things in the sport too, John.
Absolutely. Chris Schaff had a run of some really superb years before the pandemic. He lost his way a little bit the last 2 years. He lost his sponsor as well. He's got a new sponsor, and that has given him a real big boost, and he's suddenly come back to his absolute best. And I love watching Chris Schaff shoot. I think his form is just one of the best in the game.
Schaff's actually got a 1-point advantage after that first end, 29-28. So one of Fullerton's arrows is downgraded.
That's a 9.
Yep, no doubt about that one. So Fullerton just making some adjustments there. Just 110 from him so far. His first 4 arrows. Whereas Schaff's now got 3 out of 4. Remember that 10 ring is just 2 centimeters wide in diameter.
Shaking his head at a 10.
That one's the best arrow of the match so far from Matthias Fullerton, from Denmark. The Schaff's got a 2-point lead after 2 ends, and that he'll take any day of the week.
I feel like you could cut the tension with I can feel the tension coming through the screen from this match. It means so, there's stories behind both of these guys, and it means so much to both of them to win this. I know it does.
Yeah, it's a very competitive men's compound, isn't it, at the moment,
Yeah.
John? You know, someone like Mike Schlosser, who's been there or thereabouts, didn't even really get a look in this
No.
this event this time, did he?
No, not at all. Brady Ellison out there with Chris Schaff as well.
Yeah, another one who struggled a little bit, Brady Ellison this time. Standard of archery is as hot as ever. Might have grabbed the line, that one.
So hard to tell that, but yeah, I think he'll be lucky to get that. That's a beautiful shot from Schaff there.
Come back from Fullerton with that last arrow. Just dropping a point each end at the moment. Has that grabbed the line? Now, there's going to be a couple of lickers there, so we'll just have to see. Allison's got the field glasses out.
I know that Chris Schaff's been training with Brady and Toya, their new house, where they've relocated to Montana. So maybe that, because he's had some good people to train with, maybe that's part of why he's picked up his game again.
Well, this stage, provisionally, it's still a 2-point lead for Schaff. 88 to 86. We'll see if it remains that way. Well, there's Schaff. It's been confirmed, 88. And yes, Fullerton, 86. So another tight end.
It's that time now where Fullerton's got to shoot 310s.
Yep.
If he wants any chance.
Well, we know he's capable of doing it. Competing his highest or his lowest score in the matches is 148 to this final. He won't match that here. Perfect Archery will get him to 147. This is more like it from both of them, isn't it?
Schaff's just so strong. You just see how he holds his bow. You just don't see his bow move. It's incredible. Much better for Fullerton. They look so much more confident.
Well, he's delivered what you said he needed to, but the problem for Fullerton is Schaff done exactly the same.
Yeah. The focus on Schaff's face is telling right now, I feel. Super focus.
It's looking like a 118, 116 scoreline. In fact, that's what it will be with one end to come. So Schaff, 3 arrows away here.
And he's got that
would be a
2-point
remarkable
buffer.
win.
That
Yeah.
2-point buffer just gives you a little bit of room and not as intense pressure as a 1-point lead. They almost say now the compounder's 1-point lead isn't a lead.
Yeah. Well, to give you how tight the qualification rounds were, Schaff only dropped 5 points in qualification, but finished 18th.
It's mental. It's just petrifying.
So Fullerton now needs to replicate what he did in that 4th end. He needs 3 10s again. And that probably won't be enough.
He looks settled now and strong and confident, Fullerton. Just that, it got away from him a bit at the start.
6 straight 10s now for Schaff. He had a run of 5 earlier in the match.
Yeah, I don't know about
I reckon that one's just missed. Yeah, I reckon it's just missed.
Oh.
So Fullerton with his last arrow here. It's a 10. So he's going to
Suddenly
lock
that
in
liner of
145.
Fullerton's is important.
Schaff can win it though with a 10 regardless.
Yeah.
And that's it. He's taken that measure out. And Brady Ellison and Chris Schaff celebrate. Schaff has won here in Nimes. Big win from Fullerton, not quite there again. Very close though.
Yeah.
Looks like he might only be a point or 2 back, but Chris Schaff, props to him. He's done brilliantly.
Yeah, that's... I can't explain how important that is to Chris Schaff right now. A lot has happened to him in the last 12 months. Not been pleasant for him. And to see him back on top of a podium couldn't be more deserved right now. Absolutely incredible.
Good match between the two. Schaff on the day, just too good. 147 to 145. He gets it by 2 points. He held his nerve. Tyus Fullerton will have to settle for second place. Silver here. But Chris Schaff got those 2 runs of going 5 10s in a row early in the match and then 6 in a row towards the end.
Absolutely.
And that was the one right there that sealed it. No, it wasn't. That one was.
That one was. You can hear Brady in the background. Yeah, I feel for Fullerton because he's still looking for his maiden win, and it will come. He's too good for it not to come.
Let's hear from our winner, Chris Schaff.
I feel really good after this match. This is one of the first tournaments that I actually shoot in this bow. I just switched to this company, and I couldn't be happier going into these next couple weeks with the 2 biggest shoots coming up.
You had the advantage from the beginning and you looked pretty serious and focused. Was your mindset the key to success?
Yeah, I think so. You know, the only thing I kept thinking of is, you know, my kids back home, you know, and that I've been putting in more work this year than I ever have. So I just went back to the basics, and I mean, I was nervous, but it paid off.
And it's been 4 years since you won a silver medal here in Nimes, and today the gold. Are you happy with the comeback?
Yeah, for sure. So 5 years ago I won gold here. 4 years I won silver, and then, you know, the pandemic, and then last year we didn't come because we didn't want to get stuck over here with the COVID testing before Lancaster and Vegas. But yeah, I mean, it feels good to win this one again.
Thank you again and congratulations.
Yeah, deserved winner there, Chris Schaff from the United States, winning the compound gold medal, which means there's just 2 matches to come. And they are recurve bronze and gold medal matches coming up in just a moment here in Nimes. Hope you're enjoying the coverage.
Merci les filles. Les Nimes, mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs. Merci mesdemoiselles. Et on va enchaîner sur les 2 dernières.
Thanks for staying with us. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here of the Sud de France Nimes Archery Tournament 2023. We have just the 2 matches to come now. Recurve men's gold medal between Thomas Chiraud and Baptiste Addis. But first, we've got the bronze medal match coming. And a chance for the locals to get excited with another French archer about to enter the arena. 3 of the 4 going for medals in the recurve men's, all French. Comes Alec Potts of Australia. Clement Jacqui of France.
En opposition, le représentant australien Alec Potts.
Potts here, the Australian, bronze medalist at the Rio Olympic Games and teams events. Great achievement for Australian archery 6 years ago.
Clement Jacquet.
Clement Jacquet, 22 years of age. Potts has done brilliantly to get to the final 4. 16th in qualification. Beat the #1 ranked qualifier, Matthias Grande of Mexico, in the 1-8 eliminations in a shoot-off. Both getting 10s, but he was closest to the center. And then he followed it up with another shoot-off win in his next round. And then lost to Thomas Chiraud of France in his semi 6-4. Jacquet has had comfortable wins all the way through until losing to Addis in the semi 6-2. Let's see if Jacquet can come back and beat the Australian. Great effort from both of them to get into this bronze medal match, John. Clements Jacquet's world ranking is only 90, and Alec Potts, of course, since Rio, hasn't really been on the scene at all. So let's see how we go in this match. Jacquet to go first.
So this is a really interesting match, as you were just summarising there. Obviously the French are going to be looking for a clean sweep the podium, and there's going to be a lot of crowd encouragement for Jacquet in this match. Yeah, Alec hasn't been on the scene really for 4 or 5 years. He's got a business in Australia. He did a tournament over in the UK last weekend and shot an absolutely incredible score. So I'm not surprised to see him in the last 4.
How about that last arrow from Jacquet? That was a gem. So here's Potts now for the tie. He just missed out by a smidgen, the Aussie. So Jacquet's got the first set 29-28. That was an amazing achievement back in Rio for the Australians to win a medal.
Yeah.
In the teams event. That was a surprising achievement by Potts and his teammates. Taylor Worth, I think, was in that team as well. Great effort from them.
And Taylor Worth and Ryan, absolutely. It was a real hot team. It was a surprise, but they don't get as many chances as other countries. When you look at them on paper, they deserve that medal, and their scores are amazing. Yeah, and they all work real hard for that.
So Jacquet leads 2 set points to 0. See if Potts can bounce back here. He is scoring heavy at the moment, Jacquet.
He's a real confident shooter. And Alex just missing those lines. He's laughing to himself a bit.
Wow, Jacquet. That's 5 arrows from him, 4 10s, and they're all right in the, pretty much in the dead center.
Absolutely.
Fox finishes with a 10, but Jacquet can claim another set here with a 9 or a 10. That'll be enough.
I didn't expect to see a 9 then. I thought we were going to see a really tidy 30. Alex now in the territory of cannot afford to lose another set. He needs to shoot a 30 and turn this match around, or it's going to be an early bath.
It's going to be tough if Jacquet can continue at this level, John. He's on it.
Absolutely. He's got Roman Girolais there with him as coach, who himself was an Olympian and world champion. So great experience there chatting to him. He looks super confident, doesn't he, Jacquet? You know, I don't think anyone would bet against him right now.
Right, all to do now for Alec Potts. Jacquet's hot form has him out to 4 set points to 0. Jacquet wins the set. He's got the bronze medal. Potts needs to find his best form. Set number 3.
Got away with that one. Wasn't the best shot, but it went where he wanted it.
Just grabbed the line, didn't it?
Potts has got to
needs
get
a
a 10 now.
Yeah, he needs a 10 here. Have any chance, really? Prolonging, he's got the 9, and the door is open for Jacquet now. A 10, and he wins the match. 9. Well. It'll be a shared set. Did he think he'd won it just then?
I thought that was it, and no, he didn't want to.
It's going to be a tied set. I'll put a little ring around that 9 there, because that was a match arrow.
It was.
Jacquet. You never know what happens in these matches. Potts can get hot here. That might be Jacquet's one and only chance of winning. You just don't know.
You've seen it in other sports. You've seen it in stuff like tennis. They get a match point. You don't win it, and that's it. You don't get another one. Can Alec Potts dig deep, though? He's going to need a 30. He really is.
Jacquet's averaging 2 10s per set. It's a higher average than the Aussie.
That was the nicest shot Alex made in this match. So is he chill? Is he relaxed and settled in out there now?
Potts, remember, has got to win this set. Tie is no good for him now. Loving the center of that target, isn't he? Quick release from Potts, gets the 10, but a 9 or a 10 will be enough here for Jacquet to win the bronze medal. Second match arrow for him. Oh, he just gets it in. Barely into the 9 zone, but it will be enough. That's going to tie the set, but be good enough for Jacquet to win the bronze medal against Alec Potts of Australia. Pretty decent effort from Jacquet in that match. He's got it by 6 set points to 2.
Potts had chances, he didn't take them. I just think he's a little bit rusty still. That level to be super competitive, but if he keeps his training back up, wouldn't be surprised to see him out there again this year.
Well, let's hope he does get out there again.
Yeah.
Here's a young archer on the rise, 22 years of age. Another new name in the sport. His world ranking is 90. And if you can transfer what we just seen in the indoor archery World Series, John, to the outdoors, he could be a threat down the track too.
He really could. See if he gets back on the old Australian team.
Great effort from Jacquet. It's not quite there in this match. Still an entertaining match it was indeed. So just the one match to come, and it's for the gold medal. In the men's recurve, and out come the coaches for the match.
This is a super experience to be super new.
Yeah, unbelievable. 2 French archers going at it here. What was our last match here at Sud de France in Nimes? Crowd have loved every minute of it, and rightly so. There's been some terrific matches. And out come the 2 archers. Thomas Chirot and Baptiste Addis. Chirot, of course, an Olympian from Tokyo. World Archery silver medalist. Chirot has won gold medals in World Cups, European Games, European Youth Championships, indoors, the European indoors as well. What about this lad, Baptiste Addis, 16 years old.
He looks very confident. Extremely confident, doesn't he?
Well, Chirot's got into the final with no shoot-offs on all his matches. 7-1, 6-2, 6-2, 6-4. Addis needed 1 shoot-off in the 1-8 eliminations against Sachin Gupta of India. Beat him by firing or shooting a 10. Big win for him in the quarters. Miguel Alvarino Garcia was his opponent that he beat there. Big win for him. Garcia, very accomplished archer, right?
Unbelievably, yeah. Yeah, we'll see how he gets on in the big arena in the big match.
So here we go. It's the gold medal match. Chirot in the white. Addis in the red. Chirot to go first.
Wow. Does he realise he's 16 in the biggest arena in archery yet? Like, wow.
Well, there's the first 10 for Chiro. 9 or a 10 will get the set for the youngster. And 10, 10, 10.
Wow.
Well, he looks very composed, doesn't he?
He looks
I
unbelievable.
guess you're getting your first look at him, John. Are you in this match here?
He's got the form of somebody who's been shooting in the biggest arenas in archery for 10 years. He looks composed. He looks strong. You know, he looks. Yeah, I'm beyond impressed with him.
Well, he started off fantastically well.
Nimes has thrown up a lot of future superstars in these finals.
Well, let's see if he can carry it on here.
Look at Clement's pinky.
He's just rolling through here.
Just looks like practice.
Chiro's just not quite finding his range at the moment.
He's pulling them left.
Unlike this lad. Yeah.
Oh,
wow. 5-10s on the trot to start a match.
Not phased at all, is he? No.
First miss there, which means it'll be a shared set. Now, Chiro will be happy to get on the board. Addis, just going back through his record here, did win bronze in the individual European Youth Championships last year, got silver medal in the teams event, two-time winner on the European Youth Cup circuit as well. And that's really it. Kind of burst onto the scene last year.
Yeah, I've heard about. I think I've heard about him from our youth team coaches. Have mentioned this really impressive lad from France. So yeah, to see him out here performing in front of all these people like he is, absolute testimony to him. I've got a feeling this won't be the last time we see him.
No. Well, if he can continue to score as heavily as he has here, then he'll be in plenty of big events around the world for many years to come. So Chiro's got his hands full here. 3 set points to 1 in favour of the 16-year-old. And another slight radar miss there for Chiro.
18 months out from Paris Olympics. What a dream for France.
Wow, he is just a metronome at the moment. He is just nailing it every time. I'm just thinking Chiro needs a 10 more than ever now, and he gets one. So Adis now needs a 10 for a 5-1 lead, and he just misses. So it's another tied set.
I don't know if that was a let-off
now, John, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a let-off or a just a bit of pressure, but yeah, he's still looking superb. But Clement's not doing enough to get any points back, is he? Sorry, Chirot. He's not doing 30s, and that's what he needs. So we're still getting the ties.
Interesting, though, Adis could have won those last 2 sets. He had both sets on his bow there, and we could be staring. The match could be over now, 6-0.
Yeah,
but
really could.
Chirot is hanging in there. So I guess Adis knows deep down that he could have won, but, you know, there's no point thinking about it. It's just all about the next arrow. So Chirot down 4-2. He's starting to find his range now. That's 3 10s in a row for Thomas Chirot.
Look at that. That first target face of Adis would all be compound 10s.
That's a really good observation. Because remember, the compound 10 ring is half the size of the recurve one. Chirot now needs a 10 here to stay alive in the match. What a guarantee of survival. And he's got it. That's great archery from him.
What an important 3 arrows.
That Addis comes back with a 10 as well. 2 perfect sets there for the Archers.
No let off this time from Adis. He wasn't going to let Chirot get the 2 points. He's put himself now into a match-winning position.
Well, that's 3 tied sets in a row now between these two. So nothing between them. But Chirot's got to win this set now. To send it to a shoot-off. What a way to bring down the curtain here at Nimes in 2023, if that was to happen. So here we are, 5th and final set of the men's recurve gold medal match. Baptiste Adis of France, the 16-year-old, up 5-3 on this man right here, Thomas Chirot. Both archers off perfect sets in the 4th. Wow, Chirot is really going well now. It's 7 10s in a row.
Yep. Look at that.
But back comes Adis. So Chirot needs a 10 here to have any chance. He's got it. He's got it. So now Adis for the match. He needs a 10. Otherwise, we're going to a shoot-off.
Oh, you
he's
just tell.
Just missed. Wow.
You knew it. You knew that was going to miss. He was just a bit long on his shot. He tense. You saw him tense up. You're like, I was screaming inside at him. Yeah.
John, what about Thomas Chirot? Unbelievable effort from him. 8 10s in a row to end that match.
He is dialed up. the game 200%. So obviously we've got a shoot off, yeah? And Chiro's gone from about a 5 out of 10 on his first few arrows to shooting at 11 out of 10 level. Adis Baptiste looked like he'd been in this game for 20 years until that final arrow, and then just that little bit of an experience there. You know, what a learning moment for him. And now we've got a shoot off with Adis is just shooting compound 10s, remember, for this shoot off.
Wow, what a match here. So it comes down to a 1 arrow shoot off here in the prestigious Nimes indoor event here, part of the World Archery Indoor Series. Thomas Chirot, 8 10s in a row to come back from really the depths of defeat. The 16-year-old Baptiste Adis had this match wrapped up. He could have won it in 3 straight sets. 6-0. So here
Body
we go,
language
1
has
arrow.
changed. Yep.
Yes, indeed. 1 arrow. Closest to the center wins. Chirot to go first. Oh! It's not quite dead center, but it's very, very close. Adis is going to have to go dead center here. Oh, he's just aside. I don't know if he's got it. I reckon Chirot might be just a smidgen closer.
That's going to have to be measured officially. That could be reshoot territory.
Well, let's see. Nervous times for both archers. It's out of their hands now. Everyone looking down at the target end. That is Adis's arrow, but Chirot's been given the win.
Yep.
What a tremendous win for him.
Unbelievable. What a comeback in that match from Chirot. He started really out of form and then just finished with 9 10s in a row thanks to that shoot-off arrow. And when he needed it, he found the ultimate shot, didn't he?
Wow, what a performance there from Thomas Chirot. Baptiste Adis should not be disappointed though. He, for his age and inexperience, performed incredibly well against a seasoned international archer and took him to within a millimetre or 2 of defeat.
"18 months out from Paris Games, you'd be feeling quite comfortable today if you're the French head coach."
Well, Adis, here's another example of how good he was in that match. Of the 16 arrows he shot, 13 of them were 10s. Pretty amazing stuff. And he didn't win the match. Pretty incredible stuff. But incredible effort from Chirot to somehow find a way to win that. Very, very impressive.
What an incredible match that was to end an incredible set of matches today. 7 out of 8 nail biters.
Were they what? That was an amazing comeback there from Chirot. There's that arrow again in the shoot-off. Very close, but Chirot, I think on the replay there, watching it again, was definitely closer, and Chirot got it maybe by 2 or 3 millimeters in what was a tremendous match of archery. So Thomas Chirot wins Nimes 2023, the recurve men's competition.
Et quel match, quelle est l'émotion juste après ces flèches?
Juste waouh. C'était un match incroyable, c'était tendu du début à la fin. Le début a été un peu difficile, des conditions d'éclairage assez différentes de la salle d'entraînement juste à côté, donc il a fallu se mettre dedans. En plus, l'atmosphère est incroyable ici à Nîmes, donc toutes ces petites choses qu'il a fallu ajuster pour mettre les flèches au milieu. La fin du match a été très très tendue. On a conclu ça sur une flèche de barrage. C'est ce qu'on avait fait aussi il y a quelques semaines déjà au tournoi de Bondy contre Baptiste. En finale également, voilà, je l'avais emporté. Là encore un barrage magnifique. J'ouvre avec une très très belle flèche, très proche du centre. Donc voilà, beaucoup de confiance, mais après on ne sait jamais ce que ça peut donner. Et Baptiste n'a pas démérité. Il l'a mise vraiment pas loin. Et voilà, donc c'est un match incroyable.
Est-ce que tu crois justement que la jeunesse de Baptiste, peut-être toi ton expérience déjà à l'international, a fait cette différence aujourd'hui pour vaincre Baptiste et avoir cette médaille d'or?
Je pense que ça joue un petit peu sur les moments décisifs. Je pense à la fin du match où Baptiste avait l'opportunité de conclure en réalisant une volée parfaite. Et je pense que c'est ces flèches-là qui sont les plus importantes et qui, de par l'expérience, ça nous permet de réussir à les sortir un peu plus régulièrement, on va dire. Donc je pense que c'est encore un petit peu là-dessus qu'il faut qu'il travaille, mais c'est normal, il est très jeune et je ne dis pas que j'y arrive à chaque fois non plus, hein, mais je pense que ça joue un petit peu quand même.
Eh bien merci et encore toutes nos félicitations.
A tremendous win there for Thomas Chiraud. Ends our coverage here of Sud de France 2023 from Nimes. We hope you enjoyed the coverage. Just one chance to wrap it all up and congratulate all the winners in the women's compound. Lassalle Yapner winning it for the third time. Congratulations to Tatiana Andrioli. What about her performance today? 12 arrows, 12 tens. Incredible performance from her to win the recurve women's title. Congratulations to Chris Schaff of the United States, who got the men's title in the compound, and that match just now a thriller with Thomas Chiraud getting the win against Baptiste Adis. My thanks to John Knott. Thank you, John. Much appreciated. I hope we get to commentate again at some stage in the future. And thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this session of Archery. World Archery has more archery coming very soon, of course. Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you next time.